Hey y'all, so you might have noticed that about a year ago I said I was grooming Gabriel Foster, and someone said, well, that's not cool, you can't just brush over that, and you know what? They were right, and you know what? I was wrong, I used the wrong wording. Grooming, from my understanding, seems to be entirely for selfish reasons. I, on the other hand, was only trying to cheer them up, you know? Like, I know that YouTubers can't be your friends, but that's all I wanted was friends because, spoiler alert, I was made fun of pretty much my whole life. I don't know if I've introduced you to my cat Pumpkin, but she's meowing her full little head off. You might have seen her in the Cyber Overalls video, but I mean, so grooming isn't quite the right word. I think the right word is encouraging, because that's all I want to do. I want to encourage, I want to inspire. Will you hush? What, you want to be on camera? Look, here she is. Say hello, good morning. But anyway, I was like, I did create another video. I think she was smart enough to figure it out. I mean, another channel, but I mean, if she was saying I had a bad day at school or whatever, I'd be like, okay, you like Lion King, you like My Hero Academia, so I'll make something related to that. That's all I wanted, to cheer people up, because I'm miserable on the inside. Shush! I think we all are for one reason or another. And you know what? Robin Williams once said, the happiest people are also the saddest because they know what it's like to be miserable and they don't want anyone else to feel that way. I just saw a female blue jay. Sorry, I looked off. I think it's one of my dead relatives, because I was always told that birds are a sign of that. But I mean, I got off track. Sorry. So, that person was right. That wasn't something I could just brush over, and grooming wasn't quite the right word, because once again, grooming seems to be entirely for selfish purposes, and I was always doing it selflessly. I always wanted to be like, here, cheer up, have, Simba sneezing, and I even did a little achoo, because it was just a gif, so I was like, achoo. I don't really sneeze like that. I sneeze like a man, and I was raised by people with manly sneezes, so they say your sneezes are influenced by your surroundings, so that explains it. You might have heard me sneeze before on here, but yeah, I just really want to say sorry for the phrasing. You're right, I should have rephrased it. Like I said, grooming seems to be entirely selfish. I never did it selfishly. I always wanted to help people, and you can't help everybody, but you can do your best. That's all you can really do. So this was short, but that's all I really need to say right now. How do you turn this off? Why do I always have trouble turning it off?